Hi guys, welcome to Nine's Corner. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling well, and I've missed you. I've had some crazy things happen to me over the last week. My youngest had a bike accident and had a small concussion. To fast forward to Ellie Cat having a litter of three and one surviving, and 100 things in between, and I got lost. It was just way too much emotion happening. But to see Ellie, when she first started her labor, and I had no idea what this was going to entail. I had no idea what it was going to be like. You know, cats, they give and take. And when she looked into my eyes, there was this knowing, and she was letting me know, I'm scared, I don't know what's going on, and something's not right. And I looked at her and I said, I'm here with you, I've got you. And my two sons shared the whole experience with me, and Ellie Cat during the night reminded me about what's important, about life. You know, she has been the best mom, feeding and loving on that cat. She's so healthy and so beautiful. But it reminded me so much about life and about where our energy comes from. And it's in the silence. It's like I just got hit with all these things, remembering about Louis Pascal and Wayne Dyer. And I remember Wayne Dyer talking about somebody else who had said that God speaks in the language of silence. And I had let my world get so loud. I was dealing with, just all the at-home normal things, COVID, and I have a few things that are happening in some of my friends' lives that are traumatic, and me being empathic and sympathetic and just I take on way too much emotion. It just all was like this big train wreck, and the universe had to remind me, excuse me, the answers you seek are in silence, and that the most precious moments you can have are in silence. And I got caught up in the noise. Laying my cards out completely on the table. I don't mind if somebody emails me and says, you've got lipstick on your teeth. You're saying fruition incorrectly. It's like, I knew I didn't know I was saying incorrectly. I know the word is fruition. I didn't realize I was saying fluition, but it's like, you hear those little phrases, dog eat dog world, but most people go doggy dog world. And it's like, no, there's no doggy dog world. Like that doesn't, that kind of a thing. That kind of stuff is not what I'm talking about. So I love you guys. The majority of your comments are kind, generous, and this community is amazing. But then there's the other side of the coin when people are, hey, this psychic doesn't, or this person doesn't like you, or how dare you talk about this, or I got bombarded with emails from, I guess it's YouTube affiliates saying, hey, for this amount of money, you can get this many subscribers and you can get this many likes. And it was just, I had to stop. It was like my world was just whirling, and it was like, what is going on here? I feel like I'm back in high school and I don't even know what's going on. It's like, I just felt so overwhelmed, and it was just too much noise. And when Ellie had her babies and we went through so much loss, and it was so beautiful but so heartbreaking, and in that moment it was like everything got small, and this focus happened. And I just had this understanding that I had allowed egos and noise to take over my private space, to stop myself from feeling joy. And I thought, no, that's not okay. I had promised myself I'm going to be 49 soon. I promised myself that, I see how fast life goes. I see how quickly my children are growing, and one's moved out, and who will be taking the baby kitten. Just realizing how quick life goes, that I'm no longer willing just to live. I want to feel joy. And I didn't know what was going on because I wasn't checking in and making sure that, hey, I'm in my good place. I'm feeling joy. I was letting all that outside noise take that away from me, because no matter what's going on, whether it be Donald Trump or Trudeau or aliens or whatever you want to say, yes, that can take up our time. That is important to know about. But at the end of the day, it's in the silence, in our own moments, that we can either feel gratitude and be happy, or we can choose to say, hey, life is awful and miserable, and whatever you choose, that's what you're going to have. And I just choose to be joyful and to be happy, and I choose to do that. That doesn't mean, obviously readings can't be joyful and happy, especially when we're talking about Donald Trump and such. But I realize that I'm doing this because I want to share what I do with you. I want to have a space where we can talk and come together. I've never put, commercials or tried to make money or anything of that nature. I just say donate if you wish. And I don't even advertise that. It's just sort of, if it's there and you wanted to, it's, and I want to keep going in that good place where it's coming from a good place, that we share this time and know that, it's not all going to be sunshine and lollipops. That anytime there's a transformation, the breaking away of things is what's got to happen. And there will, over time, come better results. And all this pain will be for a reason. But it's not going to just change overnight. And that's how we can communicate and share and support each other, whether it's through YouTube or through a phone call or whatever it is, cyber hugging, whatever it is. Coming together makes it easier, and it's like when you're wounded, it becomes a scar, and that scar becomes a story about healing. And that's what we're going through right now. But I promise you, there will be a healing. And seeing Ellie go through what she went through, and her choosing the life of the one, and knowing like that's the animal instinct in her, and seeing that life continues, and this precious thing came into my life, brought me straight into that moment of now. And I felt joy through all the pain and anguish. I felt joy for Ellie, that she shared that moment with me. I felt joy for my children, that they got to be part of that. And I felt joy for myself, because I was reminded that God speaks in silence. So it's important to meditate. It's important to take those times and share your energy with whatever's around you, be it with each other, whether it's go out and plant your feet firmly on the ground, whether it be in shoes, socks, or naked feet. Who cares? Do what brings you joy, as long as it brings no harm to others. That's all. So I needed to take some time away to rejuvenate, to remind myself about what's important, and I feel ready to share. So with that, I'm going to do a quick read and see how is August going to be for Donald Trump. Alrighty then, so let's look at Donald Trump's August. So for the overall feeling for the month of August, we have the King of Swords. So here we're going to be dealing with authority, law, courts. It's almost like the overall feeling of August is that there's going to be a lot of information coming out. It's almost like scandals, just information overload. Then we have the World. So we're looking at a major change after the end of a cycle. The world often has to deal with travel, immigration. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of things coming out to deal with that. Then we're looking at Judgment. Here, judgment can have several meanings, but for me, this is almost like a combo of Donald Trump looking for a second chance, maybe laying the blame, trying to push the judgment onto others. But this could also show a change of position, because then we have, directly after that, we have the Two of Swords. So this is almost saying face your fears, face the truth. So, and here we have the King of Swords on top of the Judgment. So oftentimes when there's judgment, whatever is around judgment gets called out by the King of Swords. So I just feel like there's going to be information coming out about Donald Trump that's going to make him have to face the music. And then at the end of it, we have the Three of Swords. So here we're looking at loss, we're looking at separation, removal, God willing, Donald Trump deciding to leave at the end of August, like we've talked about. But seeing the King of Swords and the Three of Swords here, this could actually be a medical procedure, be it for Donald Trump or for somebody close in his family. It's almost like karma coming back and biting you in the bum. You know how karma comes back 3 times. So this could be on a personal level for Donald Trump, having a family member, either himself, Melania, or somebody in his immediate family, like one of his closest children. I'm not talking about aunts, uncles, or anything like that. Get sick or get harmed or have some kind of issue. But I mean, for the month of August, I've got the World and Judgment. So out of Judgment, the King of Swords is the authority looking at it. So I just feel like there is going to be information, scandals, things coming out about Donald Trump this month, which is going to either lay the foundation for him to feel immense loss, leaving, immense loss, heartache, and pain, if he can even possibly feel, but it could be an out for him. But there's something huge. It's going to be a big event, because we got the World card, meaning big event, and it's going to lay the foundation for a very interesting September. So I'm not going to keep you very long. So we looked at our month of August for Donald Trump and the overall look. I'll come back on Sunday and I will do our reading for Donald Trump for the week and for you guys for the week. And if you have any suggestions at all of things that you'd like for me to read, please feel free to write it in the comments, send me an email. My information is all down there in the, all down there. Ow. My candle went out because I tried to lift up my candle. So now I have to relight it. As you can see, it's all jelly. And I had issues with my email on top of everything else, because I got a big flush of emails from YouTube saying, you know, and it was like hundreds of them. It's like everything got mixed up. So if you sent me an email and I haven't responded, please feel free to say, hey, second send, because, you know, sometimes these things happen. So I apologize profusely. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to chop this video up because I've been making little blurbs and things, but it's all good. So our candle lit for each and every one of us, wishing you light for your darkness, thanking you, feeling grateful for you, and reminding you to take a moment of silence. Have that conversation with the universe, God, whatever it is that you believe in, and remind yourself to check in with yourself and make sure that you're okay and you're feeling joy and that you have the ability to choose the way you see things. So choose to see it joyfully. So, all right, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.